What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to add value to the photos you're already taking with one simple tool. Let's talk problems first. What problem is prevalent in our business or in e-commerce in general that everybody deals with? That is a short attention span in behalf of the customer. You can write the best description, you can take all the photos, but sometimes the customer doesn't even stop to look at the details and all those specific things that you want them to look at so that you can make the sale. And because of that short attention span, how do we stop them from scrolling past those key details that you want them to have so they can buy your product? Well, guess what? I invented a solution for that because Resolutions gives you real solutions. And let me be more specific. This tool that I'm about to show you is going to do three very important things for you. Number one, it's going to emphasize important details of your product. Number two is going to prevent returns. And number three, it's going to place an exclamation point on anything and everything that you want the customer to see so that you can make that sale. So what is this magical tool that I keep telling you about? It's going to solve your problem. Check this out. All right, let me show you. This is the tool. When you buy this, it comes with a set of two. The teeny tiny one and this medium-sized one. Now let me show you how this actually works with product. All right, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you 6 different categories of how to use this tool. But since a lot of you do clothing, I'm going to show you here. So how do you use this? First off, let's do the actual shots. So normally what you do is that you have your camera set up, right? You shoot your main shot. There we go. That's my main shot. And then the second shot would have to be this. In this case, I'm going to point out a flaw. So what you want to do is you want to hold it right here. You want to make sure that your picture shows the look. This forces you to zoom out because a lot of times what happens is that people zoom in right here. Let's just say they were pointing with their finger. They zoom in and then the customer says, I don't know where this area is. Please tell me where this is. So this forces you to be a better photographer. So if you notice, I took the main shot first and then I took this shot second. And why did I do that? Because you always want to point out the flaws quickly before any other photo so that the customer doesn't skip it or doesn't say that they didn't know. Okay, let's try another category. This is for those of you that sell breakables. For example, this beautiful vase, right? So now I have a choice, the big one or the small one. We're going to take both of them, but I'm going to show you exactly why I did 2 instead of just selling 1. First off, what did I show you earlier in the clothing? I showed you only flaws. Right now, this has a flaw and also has a detail that I want to make sure that the customer knows about. So first, this is too big. It still works, yes, but in this case, this would be better because look, it's smaller and it will focus on that small flaw. So for example, right here, and I take the picture and now I have the photo. Now when I flip it over, if you guys notice, this is Limoges. This is Limoges, France. And now I want to take the picture of that detail. That is going to be too big. So we're going to use a small one again. There you go. And we take it from here. Let's zoom in a little bit to make sure that it looks good. Once you are happy with the way it looks, you take the picture and that's it. It's as simple as that. Now I'm going to do these a little faster for those of you that sell in other categories, for example, in electronics. So you have your camera here. This is a handy cam. You know, you take the normal pictures, a 360, and then when you go to the bottom, what do I want to make sure that they know? I want the customer to know that that is the model number right there. So I highlighted that. And the reason you want to highlight that is because Sony makes a whole bunch of different cameras. So you want to make sure that the customer understands that this is a specific one that carries this specific tape. Because if not, you're going to get a return. This is how you prevent returns. You show the flaws and then you also use it to point out model numbers or anything else that is necessary for them to know. For example, let me give you another one. For those of you that sell edibles or anything that has an expiration date, look at that. This is Rao's homemade pasta. By the way, Rao's is super awesome. If you guys haven't tasted it, you should buy some, especially their sauce. You put it down here, and I'm going to use the big one because this is a long date, and I want to make sure that we take the picture and that the customer has the information. And there you go. We have the photo. So now they know that it has an expiration date. Let me do one more. I know that a lot of you sell shoes. So you're going to take the shoes the same way, right? You're going to take them like the main shot. It looks cool, like this, like this, like this, everything. And then what is the most important information about a shoe? The size. Because if it doesn't fit, they're not going to wear it. So you could just hold the tongue open. Let's use the resale loop. There you go. And now you have the shot of that size. Now there's not going to be any customer telling you, hey, well, I didn't know what size it was. Hey, I thought it was 9 and it was an 8. This says, look at the size. This is what you're trying to do. Is it going to prevent all losses? Is it going to prevent all returns? No, but it does help. Okay, so check out this last one. This is real time from an eBayer. And look, right here. Look at that picture. As soon as I put this up, by the way, nobody knew about this. I hadn't even had these for like 2 days, and I hadn't told anybody about them. But that person messaged me because they said, oh, cool. Look at what they said in the message. Super awesome, right? I love the fact that I did not solicit this information from this customer, but they just decided to tell me. I'm assuming they're a reseller as well. But look at what I did. I highlighted that year. That year is a huge deal when it comes to the He-Man toys. So therefore, that person like that knew that it was vintage and it was legit. Now that you saw how the tool actually works, let's talk about the actual tool. Look at this. These are printed in Texas using global materials. Eventually, it's going to be all made in the US using materials here from the US. But for now, we're using global materials. The bigger one is going to be 6 inches in length. And then the smaller one is going to be 2.75 inches. And look, this material that I'm using is pretty damn hard. It's insane. Also, I built this in to force you to be a better photographer. That means that you have to grab it from there. That's a thumb hole or a thumb indentation. And then that way you can still see the look part. This right here are crosshairs. That is what is going to point to the detail that you want the customer to see. And then when it comes to the sizes, this tiny one is going to be used for things like this. If you guys know, cars like this have dates and they have names and they have other model numbers at the bottom. And then the larger one, you're going to use it for shoes like you saw earlier. You're going to use it for clothing and pretty much everything else. And check these out. These were additional ones that I had made. Look at this one. This was huge, but I wanted to try a bunch of different ones out. Once I spoke to quite a few resellers, they said, if you're going to use this, they can't use it. The big one is too big. The other ones were kind of awkward. So I said, fine. So we came up with these two sizes. So when you buy the set, it actually comes with these two, the little itty bitty one and then this one. This is the color that we're using. This is a gold color. I know it looks yellow, but it's technically gold. As of now, I'm not using any other colors. If for some reason you feel that blue, red, white, or whatever other color is better because this thing is blending into your product, then you can always send a request. That doesn't mean that I'm going to start printing them. That just means that if there is enough demand, eventually I can add more colors to the line. And finally, we called it Resell Loop. Why? Because Resolutions gives you real solutions. It was a great amalgamation of words, and I figured, you know what? Here you go. And I got to give props to my younger brother because we went through a whole bunch of names. We eventually ended up here, Resell Loop. Buy it now. If you're a reseller and understand that the Resell Loop can provide value to your business, you can always purchase one by clicking the link down below. I'm only selling them on eBay right now, and I have very limited quantities because my Posse members are on a VIP list and they get dibs. And for those of you that don't know about the Posse, Posse members are paid subscribers to the channel that get everything first, including future product drops. So if you're interested, click the join button down below and it can cost you less than gas station coffee, only $3. And speaking of Posse members, this is what you also get. You get a shout out. I have 3 perfect picks, Shannon Greenlaw and Thrifty Monkey. Thank you very much for becoming part of the Posse. Welcome. To continue to support the channel, you can always buy a shirt, a hat, or a logo sticker, or the Resell Loop by clicking down below. And as always, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace and cheers. Everybody, water today. I got super dehydrated. I woke up in a great mood, but still dehydrated. So I said, water, water, water all day long, baby. Good one. Good one, pinche Damián. No me, Damián, te mamaste, güey. There we go. Not what they want, because then they're going to start asking for crazy shit. Fuck. Ching tu madre. Why the fuck did I say that? Why? Why would I say that? It's so stupid. That doesn't make sense. Ching tu madre. No. Wait. No. You can do stuff like this too. And it's funny. I already did it with a couple of people. There we go. How about that?
Okay, you gonna wind up?